My great uncle was Jack Veneno Sr. or only Jack Veneno, who fought Ric Flair. People say it was once or twice. The actual record is Ric Flair went to Dominican Republic at least 5 times to fight with Jack Veneno. Wrestling needs the shock factor. Like John Cena. That was a shock factor.
It's a whole lot of shocking.
The rapper who was in there,
Travis Scott.
Like straight up. What's his Steve? Bro, we smacked the shit. The thing is, we don't got a pizza with Swedish meatballs. Now when I think about it.
Yeah.
We got all kinds of funky pizza. We got a pizza with banana and curry powder.
What? I gotta try. Yeah, see, now I gotta try this. Yeah, I need to go there in the summer and try this.
My favorite all-time Dominican has to be Raulín Rodriguez. Growing up, my mom played him so many times that it's almost like I know every song.
Especially when the house was getting clean.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you know that, you know it. You're like, oh.
My favorite musician is MF Doom.
Wow.
Yo. Let's do the rest of the interview like this.
It's the Cook Podcast.
We are here, the Cook Pod, and we have a special guest tonight.
Yes, sir.
Big Dominican energy. The third generation sensation. Jack Veneno Jr.
Yeah, that's me. That's me, right?
Let's go.
Why aren't you introducing me to all my matches? Like that. I need someone like that.
Hey, man, how you doing today? How you feeling? How's everything been?
Yo, like everything's good. I'm training for this, my first championship match on Saturday.
That's right.
Against like a nobody, I guess. It's a vanilla midget.
There you go.
5'5". It's like 100 pounds soaking wet. Like it's nothing to me. I'm gonna lift him with one arm.
Yeah.
Like I'm 6'3", 6'4". I'm gonna fuck him up.
Yeah, chokeslam his ass, you know?
Yeah.
For real. Yeah. For real. Chokeslam his ass. That's what I'm talking about. Like you're out there in Sweden, and you know, I researched some of your matches, some history on you, saw a couple of your matches as well, including your first one. You wrestled throughout Sweden, Finland, in different venues. You made a name for yourselves, and you did this within a year. Now, for those who don't know who you are, and those who are your fans or want to become your fans, who is Jack Veneno Jr.?
Yeah, right. So my great uncle was Jack Veneno Sr. or only Jack Veneno, who fought Ric Flair. People say it was once or twice. The actual record is Ric Flair went to Dominican Republic at least 5 times to fight with Jack Veneno.
Yeah.
So my dad is Swedish, so he lived in Dominican Republic and met my mother.
Yeah.
And then I was born and my family, and then my dad's pitch to my mom was the education is much, much better in Sweden and it's free. We got good health care. It's a good country. In the latest years, it's become more rough here.
Yeah.
But still, it's been better for us as children to grow up in Sweden to get the education.
Yeah.
And we are stuck here. Like I love it here. I cannot say more than like you cannot compare with the Dominican weather. We have 8 months of like snow, but still the Swedish summer is amazing.
Yeah, is there a lot of Dominicans out in Sweden?
No, when we talk to the embassy, we're about 200.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
I thought it was more because I'm pretty sure I got cousins that live over there. As well.
Oh,
yeah.
You know the funniest thing, like I moved from the northern part of Sweden down to Stockholm, and my first job was in a restaurant. So I met another Dominican there, and like he had the same last name as my mom because she has two last names. You know,
Yeah,
every
yeah.
Dominican has two last names.
Like
Exactly.
all
Have,
Dominicans, yep.
so at the restaurant, I was like, asking him, are we family? You got the same last name as my mom, and he was like, no, I don't think we're family. But just so you know, it's only one family with that last name. I was like, okay, I have to check with my mom. So I checked with my mom, and she's like, no, I don't know that dude. Uh, so I went back to work and talked with him, like, what's the name of your family? And he's like telling me a bunch of names, but I only remember one name. That was Marino. So I asked my mom, like, do I have any Marino in the family? And she's like, yeah, that's my mom's cousin. And I was like, what? Then the guy
Oh
at work,
wow.
he's my distant cousin.
Yeah,
Damn.
I was about to say, I'm like, if there's only one last name, like I'm pretty sure you guys are related somehow. You know,
Yeah.
cousins.
That was crazy because I talked with my mom later about the Marino name, and she was like, we're family. So we're seeing each other like almost every Christmas if we're here.
Oh, that's dope.
So,
Nah,
Dominican
that's-
families stay together.
Of course,
That's
yeah, hell yeah.
beautiful. That's everything right there. Family is everything. Thick and thin,
Yeah.
throughout everything. Ups and downs. Family is everything.
So I'm sure you don't find a lot of mangor or no Dominican cuisine out in Sweden like that.
Oh,
Word.
The thing is, we have a lot of Cubans here.
Oh,
We
really?
have a lot of Cubans, yeah. But the main Latin Americans that's here, that's Chileans actually.
Oh wow.
We
I
have a
would have never
shit ton
guessed that
of
one.
Chileans.
Never would.
Never would have guessed that.
No.
Damn. So they all mix it in. They all mix up. I mean, you try different cuisines that they got popping over there for and for those Latin American backgrounds. But do you ever whip up Dominican cuisine yourself when you get homesick?
Yeah, I got the tres golpes.
Ooh,
Of course.
desayuno, the breakfast.
That's my favorite breakfast, you know?
You know it.
Before I go to train, you know, you eat that fucking tres golpes with the 3,000 calories, with the shit ton of oil, you know.
Exactly.
Everything
Yeah.
fried.
You gonna work it off. You gonna work it off and sweat it out when you go to work out, you know, and wrestle. So might as well. You might as well.
You can't get Dominican, the twice fried plantain. You
Yeah.
cannot get it here.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't grow out there like that. But
Wait.
Like you can buy them at the store.
Okay.
Okay,
anywhere
yeah.
in
Want
the
to ask how
world,
do you
but-
get it?
But yeah, it's expensive.
Damn.
yeah, it's probably like €5 per plátano out there or something, huh?
Bro, it's fucking expensive out there.
Damn. I don't know. Probably have to ship you some, you know?
Give me.
Whereas like I pack it up, send a whole barrel, you know? All right. Back to the promotions, performing all over Finland and Sweden. Because you moved to Sweden around the age 5, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the age 3 to 5.
3 to
like,
5. Okay. And you grew up there and you did a lot of promotions like Stockholm Wrestling. That's your main home right there. Slam Wrestling, Valor Wrestling, and Steel Tracks Wrestling. Do you plan on going over to like any other circuits, like the American circuit, the Japanese circuits?
Yeah, if I can get my foot in, the thing is, I'm trying to get a contact with Mr. Onita, who had a match with Jack Veneno in the 80s in
Mhm.
Dominican Republic,
Yeah.
and he's still alive, and he's still doing some parts of wrestling, and I know that Japan is big on heritage in wrestling.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I just want to get a contact with somebody there so I can get to Japan.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Onita is still alive, so that can be angle. I really want to get in touch with him, and the same thing with USA in New York, where Jack Veneno got his start in the WWF.
Yeah.
As everybody knows, the first match he had was with Invadium #1, who stabbed Brody
Yeah.
in 74 or 76. So basically, it's a lot of history there too. So I want to work maybe in the New York area sometime like in the future. But still, I've been wrestling a little more than 1 year only.
Yeah.
Really fast for me. But I don't know. I always been a quick learner.
Yeah.
But people say sometimes like, yeah, it's in your blood. It's in your blood. But the thing is, I don't know about that. I don't even believe in that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Of course, if you grow up around wrestling, watching it all the time, the
Mhm.
transition can be easier.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it's still the hardest thing I did. I'm still doing in my life. It's super tough.
So what got you into wrestling?
Yeah. That's what was my next question.
What got me into wrestling?
Yeah.
Like I remember when I must have been like 10, maybe between 10 and 12. I remember vividly, it was 2006, 2007, where SmackDown and Raw got to Swedish television. They had
Mhm.
wrestling before that, but not continuously. It was like sometimes they had wrestling in Sweden. And I remember it was taped. It was like 3 weeks after Raw was taped, it came to Sweden. So that got me in. And I remember I saw Chris Benoit there. I saw
Yeah.
like Eddie Guerrero. I saw all these legends. JBL was a big
Yeah.
thing back then. Big heel. Triple H was a big thing back then.
Oh yeah, he's still running the show.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
still
running the show
He's
at that
still in
time.
there.
Yep.
But the thing is, when I had the WWE video game, I never played as Triple H. I always hated him. I hated him so much that I was like, I'm not playing that character. But it was around that kind of time that I got into wrestling, and I remember vividly. I was training judo at the same time, so I was watching wrestling at home, going to school, and asking my friends to try to move on them because wrestling is frowned upon in Sweden. It's like wrestling is fake, wrestling is that, wrestling is that. It's like they don't really understand it. It's also an art. Don't forget, it's
Facts.
an
Hell yeah.
art.
Facts.
So, like I remember my mom telling me, "You cannot watch wrestling." But my mom is also, people don't really understand that. My mom still thinks that wrestling is not like predetermined because they were living in a big house and Jack Veneno came home after a match with like a eye injury. In kayfabe, he was selling the eye injury at his home for a whole week.
Wow.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So my mom thinks that wrestling is real. So when I took she has only seen one of my matches. She's like super scared of it. And a guy gave me a shot to the chest. And my mom was like, "Oh, you cannot take the shot. I've seen guys die of that in Dominican Republic, blah, 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 blah." Like, I don't think people died of it. I just think that guys sold that thing so fucking good. So I grew up around 10 to 11 watching wrestling, and that was what got me into watching and wanting more out of wrestling.
For real.
But it took a long time for me to get my start because I tried it 2017, and at that time I was still a musician. So basically, my agent told me, "You cannot do wrestling because if you get hurt, you cannot have a tour, and that's gonna fuck up everything for you. Like this is your income." I was like, "No, I'm gonna try it one time." I got my hip dislocated. First fucking time training wrestling. So I was like, "No, this is cursed. I'm not gonna do it." Then it's about 6 years later, 5 years later, and I tried it again and it stuck with me. But the thing is, I got my shoulder dislocated first training. But the thing is, I never give up this time. This
Yeah.
time I was like,
Kept
okay,
going.
it's gonna heal up and I'm gonna do this.
For real. Oh, that's dope. You kept going.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you keep going with it. You know, we definitely seen some of your matches. You look good out there. You know, wish definitely would love to see you out here at some point, especially in New York. Yeah, I think a lot of people would love to see you out here.
Yeah, especially New York. You know, that's Dominican Central all over New York. So you know, the whole Bronx will come down. The Heights definitely come down to watch a match. It's like man, like
The thing is, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. I'm still trying to check out how it works because I haven't even searched. I know in Japan I can get a visa because Sweden is a strong passport country.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I can get 2 months in Japan at a time, but I haven't even checked how it worked in the US.
Okay. And yeah,
And
and
I'm still.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, and Japan has a lot of they have a ton of wrestling promotions. We're actually gonna go out there next week,
Yeah.
to check out
Oh
some.
wow.
Yeah, we're gonna check out.
wow.
Yeah, we're going for baseball and wrestling.
Baseball too, yeah. I know the Japanese has been pretty tough on baseball the latest years.
Speaking of that, speaking of Japan, and we mentioned baseball, and wrestling. I saw a video somebody edited for you. It had the NWO Red and Black, the Wolfpack theme.
Yeah.
And you had the bat, the baseball bat, and you had the Red Sox jersey on. Are you a Red Sox fan?
Yeah, I should say. The thing is, I'm not big on baseball.
Okay.
I grew up in Sweden, so I'm big on hockey.
Exactly.
I played hockey growing up. Yeah, but if I have to support any team, it should be the Red Sox. Okay.
I had to show you that. Yeah, I love LA Kings.
I see you have the Dodgers there in the background. I know.
Yeah, I'm a Dodgers fan too. But you grew up, okay, you're a Red Sox fan, but you grew up hockey. How do you explain the Red Sox part?
I don't know. I don't know. The thing is, I don't even know how baseball works.
Yeah, okay.
It's that we don't have it here in Sweden.
Yeah, I don't think they play it there at all. So
no, we have a national team here, but the thing is, it's only like third or fourth generation, the Dominicans and Colombians and Cubans.
okay.
So the opportunity is there, but I don't know how to play it. I tried it in Dominican Republic, but it was like, I know how to swing a bat, but I can throw a baseball for shit.
Oh, man.
It's all right. They just need you for power.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's it. Height, power. That's it. But okay, so you grew up playing hockey. You follow any of the national hockey teams currently?
Not now. I just follow the highest series here in Sweden. But for me growing up, I played in 06, 07. The big player from my town was Henrik Zetterberg, who played in Detroit, because half the team at that time was Swedish players. So it was almost like cheering for a national team for cheering for Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
God bless them. Right now, they're not playing that good, but I still cheer for them.
Yeah, there's a lot of European players in the National Hockey League. So
Yeah,
a whole lot.
And Canadian.
I know of one that's from New Jersey. That's on the LA Kings. I was like, oh wow, he's from New Jersey. Oh, that's pretty cool. But everybody else from Europe. So I'm like, all right, that you could tell it's big. It's really big out there, and you're explaining it and how you grew up into it. So it shows like, hey, a lot of Europeans love hockey.
Especially where I grew up, in the northern part of Sweden.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where like people ask me like, have you seen the Aurora Borealis? I'm like, I have seen it so many times that I don't even care for it. I'm from that part.
Oh, wow. You really up there.
Fucking cold up there. Yeah, it's cold up there. So remember 8 months of pure winter. So we play hockey all the time. Winter sports is the thing.
But in the summer, you get a lot of sunlight too, though, right? Over there?
Oh yeah, we got the nighttime light. Like the sun goes down for maybe 3 hours, and it doesn't really go down. It just go past the horizontal, so it's still like light.
It's
outside.
Still damn. Now that must be dope to experience. I gotta check that out. I gotta know what that feels like. You know.
Yeah, if I go to Sweden, I gotta be in the summertime. I can't
like
deal with all that cold like that. You know what I mean?
Born and raised in the East Coast and in Jersey, I hate the cold. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Like I got Caribbean blood.
You guys still have winter like How many months a year?
It's what, from December
Yeah, like
to
3 to 4.
3 to 4. But
Maybe.
it's the longest 3 to
But
4
that's
months.
nothing.
It's the longest
That's
3 to
nothing.
4. It's
I don't know if I could take more than that.
8
Pause.
months?
Nah,
Yeah, damn. 8
no,
months?
man. And in the winter, like from maybe it should be like November to January, we only get sunlight like 3-4 hours a day.
Mm.
So that is crazy out there. But the summers here are beautiful. You can't beat the summers out here. They
Word.
are beautiful.
What are the summer dates out there? Like the start to the cutoff?
It's like mid-May to September, like.
Hey, that's perfect.
And that's stretching it. That's stretching it.
Yeah, I was gonna guess maybe like June to August, but
Yeah,
it could probably start a little later.
if
and a
if
little
we're
later.
lucky, if we're lucky.
Okay, dope.
Nah, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. You mentioned you were a musician. Oh, before we get into that, I know we spoke about some sports and we spoke about some promotions. Would you do any matches in Latin America, like Mexico, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic? Or have you looked into that?
I have looked into that a little bit, but it's still a lot of drama in the Dominican Republic.
Like how?
Wrestling loves drama. I didn't know before I got into it. Wrestling is so toxic sometimes.
Oh.
Like the war, like if you work in this promotion, you can't not work in my promotion.
Mm-hmm.
It's still gonna be that in Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
So if I choose a promotion there, I gotta stick with my gun.
Yeah.
And I had to choose the right promotion to work in. But it's still a lot of toxicity between the Veneno family because Jack had monopoly on the wrestling circuit in the televised show back then.
Yeah.
So now when that broke up, people were not really happy about the monopoly. So I don't really know. I know Puerto Rico is a good place for me to go and Mexico, but the Dominican Republic is still a little bit toxic right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. I totally understand where you coming from, especially with that name. Like certain people are gonna expect you to be in this thing, or you're obviously gonna want to do what's best for your career.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I totally understand that, but we just mostly wanted to check if you're interested in those markets and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm super interested in going there, but the thing is, I just have to choose the right promotion to go in.
Gotcha.
And also, I need more in-ring experience. I have just been doing this for 1.5 years, and the thing is, if I go there, I have to do some training camps and everything like that too.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. That's usually how some of the wrestling circuits do. Oh, we got to make sure you're gonna go along with our promotion. Okay, you're on. Bring on to this.
Because I have I'm trained by Marcus of Man and Alice Inc. and they are Marcus of Man. He's from the Isle of Man, so he has a more British style of wrestling.
Yep.
Maria is she was top 100 girls and got on the men's PWI list too. She's amazing.
Is that the Scandinavian Hurricane?
Yeah,
one of her names. Her, yeah. She's like, she's like an Ivy now. She's like an Ivy now.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Yep.
Like she's the toughest girl I ever met. The thing is, we in training are never scared of anybody, but when she gets mad, I only seen her mad one time, and we got scared for real. Everybody was shook when she started to scream.
Oh shit!
An incident happened, and we was like, "Oh shit! Okay, we're on our
like,
best behavior.
We don't want no smoke. We don't want no smoke.
Yeah, no smoke.
No smoke.
She's legit. The thing is, she's legit. She can beat your ass if she wants you.
Hey, I just might let her. I won't even put up a fight. Just do what you gotta do. That's it. Up,
Yeah, I
snap
don't
me in
want to
half.
fight
That's
her.
it. That's it.
I don't want to fight her. I don't want to fight her. No.
Man.
But yeah, I'm still trying to get into to the Mexican market. But if I go there, also it has to be a tour. I cannot do one date in like Puerto
Yeah.
Rico and then go home, and then
Yeah.
2 weeks later they ask me to go to Mexico. I cannot do that. I have to do a tour. So I'm going to start the Dominican Republic, do some training with my family, and then see what it goes.
Okay.
That's dope.
That's dope.
Hell yeah. Definitely
And-
gotta check that out.
I was interested. You mentioned like the guy you're training with is more British style. Like I wanted to know what's your style of wrestling? Like what
Right.
Yeah, the thing is,
what would you consider that?
my favorite wrestler growing up was Scott Steiner.
Big
Like-
Papa Pump. The big
Yeah.
bad booty daddy.
Like when he was on these, the thing is, it's only him and like it was no one in the WWE for a long time that I was like, I cannot model myself with anybody. But since Jacob Fatu came,
Ooh, yeah.
God damn it, I was like, shit, this guy has that dog in him.
Yeah.
So I got the same sense of legitimacy with Jacob Fatu in the promos that Scott Steiner did, because he's breaking the fourth wall sometimes. Like, okay, is he speaking as himself now, or is he speaking like in character?
Yeah.
And I love when you come and draw that line, because with people on the shows, I never break kayfabe. I have a really crazy road story. We were in Slam Wrestling in Hamina, which is a city close to St. Petersburg in Russia. It's like a 40-minute drive. So basically, if you know the history, the Finns worked with the Nazis back in World War II to get rid of the Russian invasion of Finland. So some Finns are still like, oh, we respect the Nazis because they helped us get rid of the Russians. And if you know about the history, it's a Finnish sniper who killed like 200 people without like a scope and everything. He was from that town. He lived and died in that town. So during the show, I was hating on that guy. And I was hating on war veterans. I was hating on everybody, like in the Finns love to their heart. And it was like some biker club that invited us after the show. They were like, yeah, you're really good. Come to the show. Come to the bar. We can drink some beers and hit the sauna. Like, if you're in Finland, you're gonna hit the sauna. Like, almost every apartment has a sauna. It's not a stereotype. So basically, I went to the biker club with Marcus Hoffman. It was Starbuck. It was Alice Inc. And in the biker club, it was swastikas everywhere. It was like swastika, NATO flag. It was support for Ukraine there. It was support for Palestine there. And then when I saw everything, I was like, this doesn't add up.
It's just like,
that's a little weird.
It's like, what the hell going on?
So I asked the Finnish guys, and was like, am I going to get killed here in this biker club with all the swastikas? They were like, no. We're into war memorabilia. We don't care about we hate Nazis. We're just into war memorabilia.
Shit.
I'm like, okay. And they were like, okay, let's hit the sauna. You have to hit the sauna when you're in Finland. I'm like, yeah, I don't like the sauna. And they're like, yeah, you have to drink too. I'm like, I don't really drink. But they're like almost forcing me. You have to appreciate the culture.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do what you tell me to do. I got into the sauna, but I got out quick. So every guy was in the sauna, and I walked out, and it was a Finnish guy there. He was like, bro, he was 6'5", 400 pounds, but he looked like agile. So he was like eyeballing me from the bar. He was not letting go. And I walked up to him and was like, I'm sorry for hating on the war veteran. It's not about that. It was only a show.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And it was like, you know what? I'm a Nazi, you know? I'm like, good for you. And he's like, if you don't get out of this bar now, I'm going to stab you. I'm like,
Oh shit.
Okay. So I left the bar, and before I left, I walked past the sauna, and I told Marcus of Man, who was in there, in Swedish. It was only him who understands Swedish, and I was telling me, yeah, it was a guy threatening me. I'm going back to the hotel. It was like a 10-minute walk. So I started to walk back, and like in 2 minutes, I was still seeing the house if I look behind my back. So I was like, no, I have to go back. I cannot just leave it like this.
Ooh.
So I walked back, and like the big guy has just left, and every Finnish guy was out of the sauna, like, and everybody was like ready to go. And I was like, what is happening? They're like, what happened to you? Like, it was a guy who threatened to stab you, right? I'm like, yeah, he threatened to stab me. And they're like, no, we're gonna talk to him. And everybody pulled up the knife, like this fucking big. They're like, wow, let's go out and talk to him. I'm like, no, let's not do that today.
Yo.
It was like 3 hours to the closest police station.
Oh, hell no. Oh, no.
That was fucked up. That was fucked up.
Yeah, that's a crazy story. First of all, I didn't even know they get down in Finland like that, but I mean, I guess, you know, shit goes down everywhere. But
what the hell?
Finland has the crazy statistic of being the happiest country in the world, but also the country with the most suicides in the world.
That doesn't add up. That doesn't add up.
It does not. You happy, but like, okay. I'm off myself.
They stupid because they joke about it like, yeah, it's because we're the happiest country in the world because every sad person has taken their own life. Oh yeah.
Wait, what? Wait.
Whatever.
I'm gonna process that.
Yeah.
That's a badass statistic.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna have to have a meeting, like a town hall meeting, like a country meeting to figure that out again. Because that sounds real wild.
They love to get drunk out there.
I bet.
We'll get drunk more. Them or the Irish.
Oh. But I think Americans love to get drunk too. They love to get shit.
It's a whole lot of them.
And Dominicans too.
There's a lot of DUIs left and right.
Don't forget that.
Yeah, Dominicans, you're not leaving the house. You staying home and drinking.
Yeah.
Or they going to your house with the party and nobody leaving.
Everywhere's a party.
Everywhere.
Yeah. I was here a couple of years ago, and I was there like it was the first time when I was like a mature man going there.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time my uncle picked us up in the airport, he had a bottle of Brugal. Like drinking it out of the bottle
while driving.
While he was driving. I was like, holy shit. Like, this fucking crazy, man. We cannot do that in Sweden.
Yeah, that's how it goes. I was out there last week for the Independence Day, so it was a straight week of partying.
Oh, shit.
That's wild.
I haven't been there for the Independence Day. I have to go.
Yeah, you got to definitely check it out.
I'm definitely going to go next year.
La Carnaval in La Vega.
I'm going to wear a luchador mask and be Benny Lucha Mello.
In the city, La Vega?
La Vega, yeah.
Okay, that's the city I'm born in.
Oh, word?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, we definitely got to set something up for you to go out there and be at the carnival next year.
Word.
For sure.
Word.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely can make that happen.
No, that'll be dope. That'll be real dope, man. Damn, that's crazy. All right.
So I'm seeing you got a KRS-One poster in the back. What type of music do you listen to pump you up? Obviously, you like the philosophy. You like, I could tell you could like the boom bap early '90s just by that poster. Yeah. But I want to hear from you, like what kind of music you get pumped up before your matches, workout, yeah, all that.
Growing up, my favorite musician still is MF Doom. I've been into him like hardcore. I have an original mask when he was here in Sweden in 2009.
Wow.
I got a mask from him signed. You want to see it? It's
Hell
awesome,
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Yo.
Let's do the rest of the interview like this.
Okay.
Hey, I'm down for it.
Hey, that works. Yo, nah, that's dope.
Yeah, you're definitely a big fan if you got the mask and sign. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
You enter none of your matches like as an entrance wearing that mask, did you? Or you planning on to? You could throw
I
that
never
on with
did it.
one of those hooded capes with the sleeves cut
Yeah.
off.
I should have that and the fitty hat with.
Yeah. You know?
It's a classical thing. But the thing is, yeah, for me, I grew up a lot on MF Doom. Of course, East Coast 80s and 90s boom bap. But in the later years, I transitioned in listening more to like West Coast hip hop.
Yeah.
Like I got my break with Tupac when I was 28. It was I was like, no, Tupac is too mainstream for me, but no, I was 28 and I was like, okay, I love Tupac now.
Yeah.
Then I got into doing more of West Coast
Tupac the shit.
hip-hop.
West Coast the shit.
Hell yeah. So you listen to Tupac when you're training, getting ready for a match?
Hit him up.
Oh yeah, that one, America's Most Wanted.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing but a gangster party.
I heard America's Most Wanted right after that the Wolfpack theme, that video, that edited video.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I heard that in the end. He was in the drop top and everything, lowrider. Yeah, I was like, this is dope. It was like he definitely got to listen to a lot of old school hip hop.
Yeah, I'm into that. Like I never listened to hip hop later than maybe 2010. That's not interesting to me. And when I did music, a lot of people ask me like, "Don't you need to hear new music to get like new influences?" And I was like, "Yeah, but still, no. You can still find old music that's new to you."
Yeah, for sure.
So that's what's hip hop's all about, like recreating, sampling. I did a lot of I was a crate digger back in the days, like digging in the crates all the time, like finding the loops to make a new hit. So maybe when I think about it now, maybe that's from being an artist and standing on stage has been, for me as a performer, that transition into wrestling has been easy, but learning the moves and everything like that and learning the art is completely different.
Yeah,
I bet. Yeah, I mean, it takes time to master the craft, but you still performing at the end of the day. What about stuff like Avicii, Swedish House Mafia? You listen to anything like that?
Yeah, classic. Yeah,
ABBA. You listen to some ABBA out there in Sweden?
No, not really. To be honest, I love more. I'm not into the dembo at all.
No?
I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know why. Like when I hear it, I understand it and I dig it, but I don't search for it and put it in my list to play
gotcha.
for my fights. But no, I don't listen to any like Swedish music at all. If I like as a hip hop producer, when you sample music, you listen to everything and you have to enjoy everything to maybe make music out of it.
Word.
So I have listened and I can listen to everything, but that everything is not appealing to me.
Okay, that's understood. Well, what are some of your favorite producers then?
Word.
Oh, MF Doom, Madlib, J Dilla, Rissa,
I know Madlib.
X-Ray or King Caesar from Monster Island SARS.
Okay. You worked a lot with MF Doom. Did a couple albums together.
That was crazy because back in the day I had contact and had an unreleased song with X-Ray from Monster Island SARS. Was affiliate with, as you said, MF Doom back in the days in that group.
Yeah.
But we didn't really head off. This was 2010. I was 18 back then. It was just starting. And then it really flew off. We did one song and didn't really have the contact because, as you know, it's a 6-hour like time shift also.
Yeah. 6-hour time difference over here. What about ASAP Rocky? You like ASAP Rocky?
Yeah.
Do you know about ASAP Rocky?
Flacco.
Yeah. Wasn't he caught in Sweden for doing something?
Yeah, so that's why I brought it up. He got locked up in Sweden, so I don't know how popular he was over there. So, but I remember he went to Sweden. He got locked up. President Trump ended up talking to the government and getting him back.
Yeah. The thing is, every Swedish person thinks that was not cool. Of the Swedish government locking him up. They did the same with Snoop Dogg. Like the laws for weed here is quite tough. So when Snoop Dogg stepped out the airplane, they just walked up to him and said like, "Yeah, you're gonna piss in this cup because in this country it's illegal to have weed in your system.
You got piss in this cup.
You can't even have the Zaza in your system.
No, we can't have it in the system.
Damn,
like it's illegal.
Whoa!
So if you get caught with like 1 gram here, it's 6 months in jail. Bam, like that.
Wow, that's crazy.
Damn, I can't even smell like it. Forget it.
No, you can't even smell like it. You
Like,
can't even look like it.
Like, I can't even look at it. Man, I don't got my locks no more. So, hey, I got it. Hey.
So, I guess that's why I've definitely seen a lot of Americans go over there and then, they might have legal issues. I mean, not necessarily for weed. I just see people locked up. So, which brings me to my next question.
Not even edibles?
I mean, I don't know.
I can't bring, okay.
I'm curious about this. Maybe you can help clarify the rumor.
Yes.
Now, they say that Swedish jails are like college dorm rooms with IKEA furniture everywhere. Is that true, or is that just this is?
Yeah, it has been like that. Yeah, but the thing is now when Sweden's got rough, Sweden's got a lot of immigrant population the latest years.
Yeah,
it's not because of the immigrants, but Sweden has been more criminal because people can't find work, and what do? You tend to go to criminality.
Yeah,
because people can pay you like right there and then for doing the work.
Yep.
So when these people got tough in Sweden and like they got into jail, I think it's quite tougher now.
Okay.
But it's still, it's not that like in the USA you live with the cockroaches and the sewer system and like everything like that. It's not like that.
Yep.
We still, the infrastructure and things like that from Yale is pretty good. But
I mean, it's still jail, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah. But the thing is, in Sweden, the inmates can take over because one time the inmates took over one jail and they demanded them to send them like 140 pizzas.
Oh, I'm about to say, yo, send me some pizza.
Yeah,
send some of that za, I'm in here already. Send some of the za, something to drink.
Yeah, give me like everything.
Like, come on, I'm here already.
And they got the Swedish government on hold, on lockdown.
That's crazy.
Wait, what was this? This is
Everybody's
crazy.
gonna die here. And the Swedish government was like, "Yeah, we're gonna give you the pizzas. Here you go."
Damn, they suck at negotiating. But hey, hey, somebody enjoyed, half cheese, half pepperoni, Hawaiian, meat lovers, whatever, all that type of pizza. 140
pizzas with Swedish meatballs on them.
Yeah, pure. Only the thing is, we don't got a pizza with Swedish meatballs. Now when I think about it,
yeah,
we got all kinds of funky pizza. We got a pizza with banana and curry powder.
What?
I gotta try. Yeah, see, now I gotta try this. Yeah, I need to go there in the summer and try this. I don't know. I just need to say things to try in Sweden. Things you may or may not want to try in Sweden. Banana and curry pizza.
Okay, if you're gonna try that, you have to try the fermented herring too, the smelly fish. The one when you open the can and it just smells like shit everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna try that one.
Oh, no,
I might skip that one.
Is, you've seen the videos on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
The correct way of eating it is you have a flatbread.
Okay.
You put some boiled potatoes. You put some red onion. you put some sour cream, and you put small pieces of the fish instead of salt. That's how you eat it.
That's how they eat. Yeah,
you
you
eat tiny pieces of it,
Okay.
like tiny.
Yeah.
I see people just trying to eat it with the head and everything. I'm like, no,
That's
don't
how
eat it
you.
like
That's
that.
how you eat the sardine. You don't eat the whole thing. You take tiny pieces of it. I was in Jamaica in December, so I had to eat mackerel, sardine, like from the can. And
Oh
shit.
Yeah. Oh, they fry them whole. Also,
I had to eat all of that. Yep.
Dominicans, they just eat them like this.
Yeah. My uncle, he just ripped open the can. I was like, yo, hold up. Look, yo, put some heat on that. Put some heat. Some fire. Like, you start.
They're eating with the bones.
Yeah, I'm like, man.
The animals.
Savages,
like
you know? For real.
You know, in Dominican Republic, they had like chicken feet. Chicken feet is a delicacy.
Oh yeah, my mom used to love that.
My grandmother loves that.
You guys eat it?
I don't. Just give me the chicken breast, chop that up with little veggies and some dumplings. I'm good. My grandmother would goat head soup, chicken foot soup. I'm like, grandma, like
there's no part of the chicken that doesn't get eaten. Let's put it that way.
Bro, that's old world food. Like, and when they was putting that on the table, like the first week I was there, just like, have this delicacy. I was looking at it and I was like, bro, still got the fucking nails. like, I don't eat it.
Trust me, I've been there.
I cannot touch that. And they're like,
they don't take no for an answer either.
Yeah, they didn't. I didn't try it. And I told them, and they were asking me, like, what kind of delicacy do you have in your country? Where I'm like, we eat raw beef. We have beef tartare. And they were like almost puking in their mouth. They're like, well, do you eat raw beef? Like, who eats that? And I was like, okay, now I see it's a complete difference.
Yeah, it's
different. Like, for us in Sweden, eating chicken feet, no way.
Yo, they're like, what's that? Like, where's the rest of the chicken? Like, where's the thighs, the wings, the breast?
Yeah.
Like,
and as your friend also said, like, it's no part of the chicken that's not being eaten back there.
Yeah,
like they eat every last part of it.
Yep, the guts, the heart, the feet, everything, the bones sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they don't leave anything.
Yeah, I'm good on that. That always get left on the table. Or here, oh, you wasting food. I'm like, who the hell eating chicken foot? Like, I'm wasting food. Call that food. If I go to school and tell them you feeding me this, like they call child services, you feeding him chicken foot. Like, come on now.
Waste food there.
Yeah,
you waste food because somebody's gonna eat it. It's somebody. Eat that.
I'm not that somebody. I was like, nah. But yeah, I definitely gotta try that banana and curry powder pizza. It's. Hey, just to tell hey.
The thing is, it's only the Swedish persons who like that kind of pizza.
So they made that. I mean, that gotta be some. Yo, what we got in the crib? All right, this is all we got. Let's just put this together till next payday. Hey.
Bro,
that's wild.
It was better if they had plantains. It would be better.
Yeah, just get the whole, like. Okay, so we got something here. Oh, so we got Banana King, we got like Tropical Juice Bar, etc. So you can get something where you can get the totone as like the bread itself.
The patacon.
The patacon. Yeah. All right. Then you get everything else on top, where you get chicken, beef, chicken, beef, or pernil. Then you get the lettuce. They put whatever else. They put the pink sauce, and they get the other half of the totone.
Yeah, so instead of bread, it's in between two fried plantains.
You got a whole sandwich. Yo, telling you, you come here, you're going to be like, wait, what? What? They even got something called Mama Juanas.
Oh, yeah, I have that.
Mama Juanas. Yeah, so they have an actual restaurant called it now where you can just go and have buffet style of like Dominican food. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Like during brunch. Yep.
But the drink is what you were talking about that you've had, right?
Drink, the Mama Juana, that? Oh, yeah. It's been years.
The tree bark when you put the ramen inside or wine.
Yeah. The longer you let it age, the better it is.
Gotta let it ferment in there. With the brugal, a little bit of wine, some honey.
I need some of that. Yeah, especially during these cold times. I need some of that right now.
Oh yeah.
Speaking
right here, they're big on drinking and going out in the snow, riding.
that,
Like
yeah,
for me, growing up, I was doing winter activities. We were
yeah,
driving snow scooters and everything like that on the snow
yeah.
on the lakes. Like
Couple times we went outside. Hey, play football. Hey, it's Digga Igloo. Snowman. Every time I came in, I'm like, oh. It's like, like
like
I'm about to
frostbite?
hit, frostbite, everything. Like, I haven't shoveled snow in years. I won't do it again because every time I used to, and I did it the right way. Get inside, I'm sick, chest hurting, got a cold, turned into a flu, my back hurt. I'm like, I'm sick for like 3-4 days, and I'm like, I must be allergic to the snow. As I get older, I'm 36 now, so I'm like, as I get older, I'm just allergic to the snow. So, yeah, I gotta stay
we are
warm.
not built for.
I'm not built for it.
That's the thing.
That's it. I'm
We're
not built for the snow. But
Like it's the same with me. I'm okay with it.
yeah,
I know how to deal with it now because I lived here for so many years. I know how to deal with it.
yeah,
But I don't like it. I'd rather be like someplace warm,
right.
like instead of being around the snow here.
Yeah. Okay. Question. Now, I know we spoke about that music. Now, do you listen to any Latin music? And if so, who's your favorite artist?
Oh, it has to be Joey Veras. Like
Listen
in
to
the
the
latest years.
bachata.
Yeah, a lot of bachata.
The
for me.
bodega music is what I call it.
Yeah,
I love it.
and-
I love it. It's
and,
dope.
But my favorite all-time Dominican has to be Raulín Rodriguez, like El Cacique. Awesome. I think growing up, my mom played him so many times that it's almost like I know every song.
Especially when the house was getting clean.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
exactly what
you
I'm
know
talking
that,
about,
you
man.
know it. You're like, oh,
Exactly
you listen,
what I'm talking about.
you hear something now? Okay, let me go bother the neighbor
like,
real quick.
You open your door.
Yup, you hear it. You hear it.
You're like,
You
he's
smell
singing
the
behind her,
cleaner.
just
You're
walk
like,
out.
oh, mopping. You can't come out the room. Hold on.
Yeah.
She
And
dancing. Yep.
As soon as you open the door, she's screaming your name. Like, hello, I need to do something. And I'm like, okay, I'd sneak out.
Yo, yep. That's how it
So
goes.
yeah, I got my fair share of Latin music, but like I love my heritage, but
Yeah.
so I'm listening to mostly Dominican music.
Okay.
But still I'm out there listening to everything else. But I'm an old school at heart. I'm an old soul. I love that 70s, 80s, and 90s, like bachata, salsa, merengue. So that's maybe why I didn't get into the dembo, because that's a new era of Latin music. I'm such an old soul, so I'm still listening to the old Latin American music.
Yeah. Okay. What's your take on Bad Bunny?
Like he's putting the islands on the map. That's good. I have nothing bad to say about that guy. Like he's putting the islands on the map, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Like he's the biggest streamed artist, and like half the world doesn't even know what he's saying.
Yeah. 100%.
Like,
Half of the time I don't know what he's saying. I'm like, wait, huh? Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
How the fuck did you get to that point? Like for me, it's almost like impossible, because even ABBA had to transition into doing American, like singing in English, so they get a broader audience.
Yeah.
But Bad Bunny is still doing it in Spanish. He can spit a lick of English.
Yeah.
Like, people know.
He's gotten better. He's gotten better. I mean, I think it's just a swag, the energy that he gives off that maybe gets people to listen to him, and the melodies. Obviously, people can get into the music that way. But what about wrestling wise? Would that be somebody you would face one day? Would that be like a dream match for you?
The ultimate question.
Yeah. Would it be? Okay, if we that's a hard question because we have to think of it like this. I have to do everything. I have to make both of us look good because he doesn't really train. He doesn't really aspire to get better. So if I have a match with him, I have to carry the match on my shoulders. So maybe no.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yes,
That's fair.
Just because he doesn't aspire to be a wrestler. I'm
like
out
that.
there trying to look like I'm trying to look good. And he's just out there because like I rather do Logan Paul as my first match in the United States.
Hey, that'd be lit.
Nah, that would be lit for sure because you have a lot of power, speed, and what did I wrote? I wrote powered, speed, fast, of course. You use a lot of force. You use a lot of big man moves. I mean, 6'3". Choke slam, pop-up power bomb, sidewalk slam. I see a lot of Kevin Nash in there. I see a lot of Scott Hall,
Yeah.
little Damian Priest here and there. When you gotta back talk the crowd and let them know, like, hey, definitely heel, right? You're a heel, right? I fucks with it.
Definitely.
No, I was like, yeah, I like this guy. This is dope.
Like I
This is
never
dope.
worked
This is
face.
dope. This is dope.
I don't want to work face either.
Yeah, it's dope. It fits you. No, it fits you.
Definitely fits you.
Like that right there. It fits you. Like you turning face. The day that happened, I don't know. We might have to fly out there and then see how this is gonna go down. Like negotiate this because like, nah, man, you're a great heel. You're a great heel, and then hey, keep it that way. Because imagine just breaking into different circuits and then coming in as a heel. You feel me? Because they saw your grandfather as a face, but you flip the switch, do it different. How you want to do it. Keep it like that, man. Because look, a lot of heels win titles. You got a title match this Saturday, and what you're fighting for? What is it? The Slam Championship?
No, the Stockholm Wrestling.
The Stockholm Wrestling Championship.
Yeah, that's match gonna be nothing. It's like a super vanilla midget. Like I have, I'm just gonna if I want to, I'm just gonna shoot at him, and he's gonna do nothing about it.
I'm gonna see how. You guys are 6 hours ahead. I gotta see what time I gotta try to stream that. See how my day is. Try to see if I can stream it or catch it later, whenever. But
how can people watch that match?
The thing is, they sometimes have live stream, but I don't think they released it for this time.
Okay,
I mean this would be dope.
So you can watch it in a retrospective.
Okay,
so
maybe they make it available later.
I'm gonna put in some clips of the match as soon as I get a hold of the photographies and the film.
Hell yeah, we'll repost the hell out of that.
Yeah, looking forward to see how that goes.
The thing is, I want to win some championships like Matt Cardona. I'm gonna win some championship in the Scandinavian.
Yeah,
and then I want to go back to the Dominican Republic. I don't want to go back there empty-handed.
Gotta come back with the gold, Chico.
You have to.
Yeah, I'm not going there as a champion. But the only pressure I receive from the family is to at least have a title shot for the NWA title. It's still out there. It's up for grabs.
Yeah.
So
it is.
I really want to get into that promotion and just, what is it? Ring of Honor?
It's on the Ring of Honor, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the Ring of Honor.
Where are they located? On the East Coast?
Damn. Just in the East Coast, I think it was like down south, somewhere down south. No?
Yeah, I think so.
It has to be somewhere down south.
It's a Midwest territory.
Yes. Actually, I got you.
But I'm trying to get, like, when I get good experience and when I get some title reigns here, I'm going to that place. The thing is, I started late in wrestling. I'm like almost like DDP.
DDP.
I'm like 32. Yeah.
Bang! No, he's cool as hell. He's
cool as
he's
hell.
cool as hell.
Yeah, I see me myself as a DDP starting late, but the thing is, for the wrestlers I see that's 18, 19, 20, they're still like maturing as themselves. They're still trying to find who am I, like what is my purpose in life. They still try to find that.
Yeah.
But for me, getting in my 30s, I knew what a person I was.
Yeah.
Like the experience I had from music and growing up, that like already molded me.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to do that. So for me, getting a character like, okay, I'm this. First time the crowd just turned on me. So the promoter was like, yeah, then go with that.
Yeah.
Like, go with it. Because in Sweden, growing up, we had something called jantelag, which is jante is like, I don't know the American transition for it, like the transition of words, but lag means law. So growing up, every kid was saying in school, like, you're not better than anybody else. You're not stronger than anybody else. You're not this than anybody else. Like growing up, we had that thing impregnated in us. Like, we are not better than anybody else. So as soon as you do that in Sweden, the crowd is gonna hate you. Like Latin America and North America is more like, you can be sassy, you can be like tough, you can talk a lot of shit. That can be cool. You don't do that here. So I got instant heat just for talking smack. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I think it fits you well.
It does.
You know, with everything you got going on. You know, some people like heels as well. Now, going off of that, I don't know if you how you know you keep up with like what's going on in like WWE, but recently John Cena turned heel, and nobody expected that.
Okay.
What do you think about that? Like, did you get to see that moment? You know, like
Yeah, I stayed up watching Elimination Chamber, and as you know, it's like the show starts here at 1 p.m. So it's late as hell.
1 a.m. Is it 1 a.m.?
Yeah, 1 a.m. 1 a.m.
Yep.
So it's late, and I was watching it because I was like, I had a sense like it's gonna be good, and I didn't expect it from John Cena. I didn't expect it. I think it's the best thing they did for him.
Yeah.
For his last run. Like, everybody has been asking for that turn for how many years is it? Is it
21
years?
You
I
know
think 21 years.
The crazy thing about that, he had a short stint as a heel, but it's like the crowd was like loving him because he was beefing with another heel at the time, and it was like, nah, we gotta push you. Like the promoter told you, the crowd changed on you, and it's like, run with that. So for him, he got popular. That's around the time, like right before he dropped that rap album. Remember, he was a doctor of thugonomics and everything.
Yeah.
He had a little small stint as a heel, but WWE doesn't want to acknowledge that. It was like, nah, forget it. He's been in the face of the company the past 20 years. We're not gonna. That's the start, right when Ruthless Aggression era was starting. Let's not acknowledge that. Let's acknowledge that, hey, you've been the face of the company the past 20 years. Make a Wish Foundation. The kids love you. They want to be you. They're you at their birthday parties. And
Now it's fuck them kids.
It's like fuck them kids. Oh, man. Now everybody's like,
But it's like everybody in our era, like growing up watching wrestling, has been waiting for this moment like a long time. But I think it was perfect with The Rock too.
Yeah.
I also think that was perfect because, like, they hate each other. Like, The Rock and John Cena hate each other.
Yeah.
They are not friends at all. They are just there for the business.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody knows that. So for him choosing the team of The Rock, but I can also understand that John Cena doesn't have to do the face anymore because Cody as is as strong as a face that John Cena was back in the days.
Yes.
Like,
Exactly.
to a certain point. To a certain point. So they could easily turn John Cena, but I think they are doing it, and John Cena is doing it for the fans. Every fan in our age, and like 28 to 40, is waiting for John Cena to turn heel.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. It's like, did you respect it? I'm like, what you mean? Let's go. Let it grab.
Like, let's see. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow on SmackDown, but I think I'm waiting on Raw. Like, I want to see how this thing play out. But it's gonna be WrestleMania is 2 nights. They're gonna milk the shit out of this one.
You have to, because they're only promoting next year's WrestleMania right now. It's like, why are you going to you're not promoting no other pay-per-view but next year's WrestleMania? Oh, hey, we're having meet and greets these days, but next year's WrestleMania is in New Orleans. But come on now.
Now, I'm sure they're gonna unpack a lot, and I can't wait to see how everything unfolds. I definitely wasn't expecting it like that. I'm glad it happened. It was a big moment. Very, everybody's been talking about it everywhere. Everywhere, like you know.
Did you have the like? For me, it was the same reaction as when Undertaker got the streak.
Oh yeah, it
was the same thing. I was so shocked.
Yeah,
I was like, did they really do this now? Like, I was like, I didn't even breathe it in at the start.
Yeah,
I saw it. It was like I can't even explain it.
Yeah, we'll see what's next. It happened. There's no way to reverse that, but he definitely getting his 17th world title. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. It's like, you ain't gonna let him win the chamber and then do all of that he didn't get his title.
and also like we knew if John Cena wins the Elimination Chamber, it was like Cody was never going heel.
Yeah.
It was only on Cena, because I can never see a face versus face match between those guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's no point. But the programming with Triple H is so much better now. It's like,
great job.
People without Vince now, I'm almost crying about it because it's so good now without Vince. Vince was not listening to anybody.
Nobody.
Like his booking was almost like a fever dream sometimes.
Yeah, it was like, what the hell kind of... It's like, nah, this match is...
Yeah,
stop.
Since Daniel Bryan with the Royal Rumble, when he should have won that Royal Rumble instead of Batista.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Yeah.
What is that, 2016, 15, maybe 14?
I think 14. Yeah, they with Daniel Bryan, like him, they did him dirty. Roman Reigns, they did him dirty until he got that push.
Yeah,
but Danny Bryan got the push later on. A lot of wrestlers that weren't saw as main eventers are like, nah. Triple H, he's pushing them.
Yeah, with Vince, it was like, if he has a guy, he's gonna push that dream down your throat. Like, you're gonna eat that. What his idea was. But now with Triple H, it's like he's listening to the audience.
Yeah.
He's not doing exactly what we tell him to do and like what the audience want, because wrestling needs the shock factor.
Yeah.
Like John Cena. That was a biggest shock factor.
It's a whole lot of shocking.
But the rapper who was in there,
Travis Scott.
Yo.
Like, straight up. What's his deal? I don't know.
Oh, man.
He looked so fucking high.
Also. He had the sage.
He had the sage. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to bring the sage. He's like, smoking on that sage, that Cody pack. That nightmare
he was definitely
pack.
smoking on that Cody pack.
And so it's just like, what? And,
well, they say he's training. I don't know how they're going to use him in the future, but he's been in training. He's definitely been working with them. Obviously, I think he's made music for them.
Yeah.
So he's getting. They're trying to get him more involved. A couple people were upset because he didn't sell the hit to Cody in the face right. Like, he actually gave him a black eye
Bro, he smacked the shit.
And his eardrum, supposedly his eardrum got messed up, but
DK, but
DK,
Bro,
yeah.
he can take that.
Yeah, like come on, like The Rock is whipping you jail style right now. Like they holding you down, like come on now. And then the disrespect with your father's death date on the belt, like come on, like
bro. But the thing is also with him, like if he's training wrestling, like why would he slap him on the ground while he has his face down? Like I don't
know. I can't explain
it's
that
like
either.
Cena was like, "What you doing? Hold on!" Like put his head back down. I was like, "Wait, this looks crazy right now."
Some people are just not like they're not built to do wrestling. Wrestling is hard.
Yeah.
Like, some people just get to a certain point and you're like, you're not gonna go like more than this. Logan Paul had a dog in him. Like he could wrestle.
Oh yeah, he got
the athleticism. Like he had everything. Like this rapper, I don't see that in him.
Yeah, he's just continue making that music.
Forget the spots. He's gonna bust everything. He's gonna fuck it up.
He looked out of place in the ring. Yeah, The Rock said, "Yo, be ready to get your hands bloody," but he looked at so many like out of place. Certain moments, it's like they had to bring him back. Like, hey, what are you doing? Like, if you're gonna look him in the face, you're supposed to do that when he's like struggling to get up, not when he's like laying down and John Cena's like holding his legs for him to get whooped. So I was like, yeah, there's a lot going on right here. There's a lot, but Cena's heel.
Yeah, and everybody's really happy for that. I'm also really happy. Wrestling is good.
Yep.
Last year's WrestleMania was one of the best. I would say
hands down.
Top three.
Hands down.
And I think this WrestleMania can be equally as good.
Yeah. We went last year.
Went last year?
For night one. We went to night one of WrestleMania. Went to the convention and checked that out. This year, planning on going to WrestleMania, but not sure which night. So we're like weighing that out right now.
Yeah,
but it was great.
I have to go to one WrestleMania.
You
definitely got to
least.
Put it on your list.
At least.
Put it on your list.
For me, it's like if I go there, I have to do maybe front row or like 5 seats back.
Yeah.
I have to almost touch the wrestler.
Yeah.
Get that kind of stuff.
Be ready to jump in the ring and like, all right.
Oh yeah.
Let's go, you know?
I'm here.
Just ready to jump in the ring. Speaking of wrestlers and going to WrestleMania, you got who are like your 3 favorite wrestlers, and what are your top 3 dream matches?
Okay, so as I said, Scott Steiner.
Yes,
up there.
it's one.
I'm thinking of like when I was young, who did I choose in a video game? Kane.
Yeah.
Kane.
It's Kane. It's gotta be Kane. That's gotta be Kane, indeed.
That's gotta be.
Yeah, it's gotta be Kane.
Who else did I play a lot as?
Is that where you got your chokeslam from?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the power bomb.
And the part he does do that.
Not because I do the pop up, but yeah, the power bomb. Too.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Scott Steiner, he I cannot do the moves he does.
Yeah, that military press slam, the gorilla press slams, or any of those like belly to belly suplexes and whatnot.
So we said Kane.
Scott Steiner's Kane
and the power bomb from him.
Mm-hmm.
And third one, it's very hard, but it's between like Booker T and Stone Cold.
Ooh.
But I would say Booker T. Because the thing is, like, Booker T stayed really black, like, with his personality.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't get rid of that because it was like, we have to do that for the white programming.
Yeah.
He didn't give a shit. He was Booker T.
Yeah.
To a T.
Yes.
So, yeah, I liked him a lot because of that.
Even as King Booker, he even was like What did he just say? He was like, oh, he like slipped out of character. It was like, wait, you can just say that. You're right. He's still the same till this day. Like, it's crazy. Till this day.
As you know, Hulk Hogan.
We come for you. Oh, yeah.
Like, that was him.
Yeah. Still him, hands down. What about your dream matches?
So my dream matches. Oof. So hard. Like,
because you did have a hardcore match back in November last year, right?
yeah. My dream matches. I would say if I got a hold of Mr. Onita, because he's still wrestling, so I would say that's and he's the hardcore. He's the inventor of the death match.
Yeah.
So a match against him. I want to play it into doing something that's close to my family also. So the only one that's I can have a match against that's in the Flair family, that's Andrade Cien Almas.
Mm-hmm. That would be dope. That would be dope.
And then some American wrestler. Still thinking, like, who can it be? That's hard. Like, the American-born wrestler is the hardest choice for me. But I would say Braun Breaker would be amazing to work with. Because I like to sell.
Yeah.
I like to be the Ric Flair kind of heel. Like the standing on your knees, like, please don't hit me, and then just hit him in the balls. Like, I want to be that kind of heel.
Word, yeah.
But when I'm here in Sweden, I'm the biggest one in the promotions, usually with height and weight. So I cannot be that kind of person.
Yeah.
So just to wrap it up, we got one more question. It's what can we expect from you, in the future, 2025 and beyond?
You can expect me to wrestle in the United States of America.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, definitely, man. Love to see you out here.
I'm coming to the East Coast. Yeah, I'm definitely coming to the East Coast. And if you have any promotions, like, I can hit up, like, message me so I can hit them up and see like, what's up.
Yeah, definitely. Because the funny thing is, you mentioned that because we've been looking into, like, all these different wrestling promotions. Like, we know some people, like wrestlers down in Memphis. So whenever we get in contact with them, see how do they deal with, newcomers from different areas, how that works out and everything. Because we want to be able to understand and know how that stuff works out too. No, hey, we got somebody for you. Refer, just, networking wise and everything, and just build off of that, because wrestling is universal. Wrestling is life. So it's like, any way we can help you out, push you, give you promo somehow, and promote you, hey, we'll definitely do it. That's not a problem for us or to us, So we'll try to help you out as much as we can.
Yeah, so we'll definitely keep in contact, and any way we can help out, we're here.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Much appreciated.
Of course, brother. Hell yeah. Ladies and gent, there you have it. The boys from the Cook Pod and our special guests, the third generation sensation, Big Dominican Energy, Jack Veneno Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. That's right, brother.
It's the Mother Cook Podcast.